Hi, it's great to be here today, and I thank all the media and everybody who's joining us. Of course, as a basketball coach, we are very excited to be starting a new season. We definitely want to welcome our newcomers to the conference, Georgia Southern and App State. Excited about both of those teams coming in. I know that they play an up-tempo style, which I like. I think it's going to make things even more exciting in our conference. So excited about them. Of course, excited about my team in that I do believe that we are much better in the post this year. We have more depth and a little bit more skill in the post area. We will, of course, be missing Joanna Davis 25 points a night from the perimeter position. So just, looking forward to seeing how all those pieces will fall into place.
Thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Joshua Parrott. Josh, please go ahead.
Good morning, Coach. You mentioned Joanna being gone. I know this is maybe an easy question to ask, maybe a little bit more difficult to answer, but how do you see your team kind of replacing that production that she had? Is it going to be a little bit more of a by committee approach, or just what's your perspective on that?
Definitely. We do not want to try to replace her with one player because that was just kind of her style to come down. She took a lot of shots in the game. Even when she was covered, she could dribble out and make one move and shoot. And we're not trying to replace that with one player. But what we do hope is that we're going to be a better all-around player by sharing the ball more and hitting the open player. So it'll be a little bit different style. We're still trying to push the ball and score in the first few seconds of the shot clock. But we're not just going to pass it to one player and let them shoot it. We have a whole team of people who can score this year that we're trying to share the ball more.
As far as your incoming recruiting class, who has stood out to you so far as the newcomers that you have with the program this year?
Definitely Caitlin Ramirez, who's a transfer from Tyler Junior College. I believe in Dan Olson's report she was ranked, I think, 16 in the nation, and we were missing that presence inside. And the great thing about her is she's just not a typical post player. She's a great passer, which opens up a lot of things else on the floor. So Caitlin Ramirez from Tyler Junior College. Also, Rachel Reed from Tampa, Florida, came from Hillsborough Junior College. She was Player of the Year in her conference last year. She's a guard, and we got her late. She was finishing up some summer school classes, so she didn't work out with us this summer, but she is really improving on the floor since we have had her out there.
You guys had a summer trip to Italy. How did that help you guys?
Yes, tremendously blessed to Victoria University afforded us that privilege to get to go to Italy with the team and the coaches. With X's and O's, you get 10 extra practices in the summer when you take an international trip. So that's helpful because we do have a lot of new players. So kind of getting a lot of players in, the new players in to see the system and that kind of thing. But as you can imagine, it's even more about bonding and affording the opportunities to your players that they might not have ever had or may never have in their lives. It was very special.
As far as the approach, I think we talked last year as well about the up-tempo style. How is this new group adjusted to that? Because there can be a little bit of a transition when you go from not having that system in the past.
Yes, I think, we have overstepped the initial shock of how fast and how different we're playing here at Troy. And so that's good. Our older players, I've heard some of the other coaches before me mention it, the older players are bringing in the new players, which when you're new, you don't have that. So that's been a nice luxury. Of course, last year, that's kind of, in a way, that's all we had was let's run down the floor and score quick, and we want to carry on with that. But I think this year we do have more options because we do have presence in the post. If we do get into a half-court situation where we don't have numbers, I believe we're going to be able to score. And, of course, that's a little bit more what a lot of my players are used to is running a team system and scoring. So we'll have a mix of that this year, and I think that the team is settling into that nicely.
This is kind of an open-ended question, Coach, but what are your expectations this season, given with Joanna being gone and having some newcomers?
Well, I have a lot of expectations. Probably don't have enough time to talk about them, but I'll throw this out there. You know, we were picked in the preseason to finish fifth, and you know, it's our motivation every day, just like anybody else. But it's our motivation every day to finish much higher than that. And so where that will be, that's still to be determined. And the daily habits and the daily the level of these players are able to be pushed and push themselves to. But you know, I'll throw that one out as the bottom of the expectation. We definitely want to finish higher than what we would pick to finish.
Okay. Coach, thank you very much. I enjoyed talking with you today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you, Coach. It's all the questions we have for you today. Appreciate your time, and good luck this season.
Thank you.